Hey guys, today we'll be cooking a Jamaican style jerk chicken on the grill and also a bonus recipe, a Trini style macaroni pie. So let's sit back and enjoy the ride.
So guys, here we have a 5-pound chicken which I split into half and a bit of kosher salt. You want to take some paper towels and dry your chicken halves as much as possible. The reason for doing this is because you are trying to achieve a bit of a crispy skin. This next step is optional. I'm going to take my jacquard and tenderize the chicken. And seeing that this is Jamaican jerk chicken that I am making, this will also help to allow the seasoning to penetrate into it faster. Usually you cut some deep slits into the chicken, but I'm just trying this as a new method to see what happens. After tenderizing the chicken, you want to take your kosher salt and sprinkle on both sides of the chicken. Now that I've got the first side done, I'm just going to repeat the process when I flip over the chicken halves. After salting the both halves, you want to place them on a wire rack and refrigerate them for at least 8 hours uncovered. Placing them on a wire rack helps the cool air to circulate right around the chicken. So this is the next day. Our first pit stop is to go and make our Jamaican style jerk rub.
The ingredients you will need are 1.5 tablespoon of onion powder, 1.5 tablespoon of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 1 tablespoon of black pepper, half teaspoon of nutmeg, half tablespoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of all ground spice, 2 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, half to 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning, 1 to 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper.
So this is the next day. Let's go make ourselves a Jamaican style jerk rub. You will need 1 tablespoon of allspice, 1 tablespoon of paprika, 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, 1 tablespoon of dried thyme, 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, half a tablespoon of cinnamon, 2 to 3 tablespoons of brown sugar, 1.5 tablespoons of onion powder, 1.5 tablespoons of garlic powder, half to 1 tablespoon of complete seasoning, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg and 1 tablespoon of black pepper. After that marathon roll call, dump all those seasonings into that bowl and give it a good old mix. So here's your Jamaican style jerk rub. Now that our jerk seasoning is all made, I'm going to put it into this bottle using this homemade paper funnel. Now that you have gotten your seasoning into the bottle, you want to close it tightly and give it a good shake once again. Here I'm just going to apply a little bit of regular cooking oil onto our chicken halves using it as a binder, which means that this will help our seasoning to stick. So our chicken halves are coated with the oil. Let's start to apply some of our homemade jerk seasoning. Oh, I got this recipe from my bearded brother Craig from Behind the Garage Barbecue. I will have a link for his channel in the description below and also in the iCards above. When you have got your undersides done, flip over your chicken halves and repeat the process. In case you are wondering why I did not add any salt to our seasoning, this is because our chicken was salted already. You want to make sure that all under the wings of the chicken halves are properly well coated with that seasoning, and you want to apply your seasoning generously. When you have finished seasoning your chicken, you want to put it in the refrigerator and let it marinate for at least 2 to 4 hours. The longer the better. While those flavors are marinating into the chicken, let's go on to our bonus recipe, our Trini style macaroni pie.
The ingredients you will need are 1 small pack of macaroni, 3/4 to 1 cup of milk, 2 cups of cheddar cheese, 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese, 2 to 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter, half to 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, 2 to 3 tablespoons of ketchup, 1.5 tablespoons of mustard, half teaspoon of paprika, 2 to 3 tablespoons of grated garlic, 1 teaspoon of complete seasoning, half teaspoon of cayenne pepper and half teaspoon each black pepper and salt.
Here I have some macaroni already boiled. I'm just going to add 1.5 cups of the 2 cups of cheddar cheese which I have. Next I'm going in with 1.5 tablespoons of just plain old yellow mustard. Next in the pool we'll be adding 2 to 3 tablespoons of just plain old ketchup as well. Next we'll be going in with 2 to 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter. And as you know, butter makes everything better. How about garlic? 2 to 3 tablespoons finely grated. Now that you have added most of your ingredients, you want to give your macaroni a good old toss to make sure that everything is properly well incorporated. Remember, it's all about those layers of flavor. It's time to add our milk. I'm just adding about 3/4 to 1 cup of plain old evaporated milk. After adding your milk, you want to give this a good old mix once again to make sure that all those ingredients are properly well incorporated. Remember guys, you want to give this a good mix ever so often as you add your ingredients. Here we want to go in with about 1/2 to 3/4 cup of mayonnaise, Hellmann's of course. Here's where you can add a couple eggs in place of mayonnaise if you wish. So guys, you just want to continue giving a mix as you add your ingredients. Here I got a 1/4 cup of Parmesan cheese. I'm adding 2 tablespoons from this into our mixture. After going in with our Parmesan cheese, here I'm going in with the rest of our dry ingredients. A 1/2 teaspoon of black pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of paprika, 1 teaspoon of complete seasoning and 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And we are throwing all this into the pool. And once again, our final mix to make sure that everybody is properly well happy in that pool. Now it's time to add our mixer into the Pyrex dish which we have greased with a bit of butter. Now that our Pyrex dish is all loaded up, it's time to add the remaining cheese. Here I'm adding the balance of the cheddar cheese and the remaining of the Parmesan cheese. Here's the part where you can add a bit of panko breadcrumbs if you wish. Now you want to bake this for 45 minutes to 1 hour in a 375-degree Fahrenheit oven. And 50 minutes has gone by and here's our delicious macaroni pie. So our beautiful Trini style macaroni pie is finished. Let's get ready for some grilling action. Our coals are lit and I have a chunk of poached oak smoking away. Time to get our chicken halves on. I'm going to be placing them opposite the hot coals. This is called indirect cooking. Here you can see our homemade Jamaican jerk seasoning sweated in nicely into those chicken halves. So you have got your chicken halves done. It's time to cover up your grill and let your grill do its job. In the meanwhile, let's go spruce up a barbecue sauce. Here I've got 3/4 cup of just plain store-bought barbecue sauce. I'm also going in with 2 to 3 tablespoons of honey. Sprucing up a barbecue sauce is really easy to do and in most cases you end up with the taste that you are looking for. Next ingredient is 1.5 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar which will help with the acidity. Next I'm going in with 1.5 tablespoons of Frank's red hot sauce and this is just another level of flavor. Finally we are going in with 1.5 tablespoons of our homemade Jamaican jerk seasoning. Here I'm just going to give this a mix and give it a taste to see how everything is tasting. Oh yes, and the flavor is definitely on point. All those flavors come together. I say it's time to give our chicken a check and see how it is looking. And as you can see, it is taking on a beautiful color right here. And this is about 25 minutes into the cook. Well, depending on your grill, you want to give your chicken a flip around to get some even cooking going on. So you know I ain't got no fancy grill. This is just my trusty old Cheddar. So I'm putting back on the cover and I'll be checking our chicken in the next 20 minutes. Well, 20 minutes has gone by, a total of 45 minutes. Let's check our internal temp. And we are reading at 127 degrees Fahrenheit internal. And my baby here is purring away. And it's another 20 minutes and our internal temp is reading at 149 degrees internal. I say it's time to get our spruced up barbecue sauce all warmed up. So just place your sauce over the hot coals and your sauce will get warm in about the next 10 minutes or so. So 10 minutes has gone by and I'm going to be saucing just 1/2 of our chicken. So I just want to say a special thanks to Bill from Grumpus On Fire who sent me this brush among a few other things in a care package. I will have a link for Grumpus On Fire in the description below and also in the iCards above. And as you can see, it's doing a mighty fine job. Look how glossy and nice this chicken looks. Here's a quick close-up of how our chicken is looking. So our chicken has been cooking for over an hour and 50 minutes and our internal temp is reading at 166 degrees. Well, I say it's time to pull our chicken halves off that grill. Let's get our beauties inside and fasten our seatbelts and get ready for our drive-by. Let's go!
And gals, here's our delicious Jamaican style jerk chicken, and it was so tasty. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the post notifications for more videos. See you all on our next cooking journey, and we're out until next time.